All right, YouTube, we're back, feeling moderately decent. I'm going to try and do chest and back tomorrow. I just only had about a half hour today, so I figured let me try and repeat what I did with the arm workout most recently, which was on maybe Friday or Sunday. I can't even remember now. So my goal will be to do 15s for 15 with the Fat Grip Extremes. If those feel good, I don't feel any noticeable change in neck tension or anything like that, then we might try 17 and a halves. And I love these Bowflex dumbbells. I'm not a sponsored athlete or anything like that. They're great. So convenient. I don't have to lean over. I just easily adjust them. So highly recommend if you're able to get a reasonably priced pair. I think typically they cost between $400 and $550, which is a lot. But if you want to work out at home and you want something that's very easy to adjust, the amount of time that it's going to save you, if you add all that up, if you're an hourly worker like myself, then hello, Mr. Tick. It's going to be worth it in the time it saves you. All right, 15s, hopefully 15. To basically make sure that I didn't snap anything up. And as usual, I'm trying to keep my neck moving. This is not the form that I would recommend to 99.999% of the population, but for special old me, this is what works. I'm so curious if there's anyone out, like I know there's other people out there, but if anyone watching this knows anyone or has had this kind of injury, it's just so strange. My neck never hurts anymore. I guess it's a vestibular injury, it would be called, because it's here and back here. And it's been getting a lot better, especially the last month. Have seen some very significant improvements, so I'm quite hopeful. I just had to wait it out there for a little bit. That was when I wasn't posting any videos, really. I tried to do a couple, the comeback journey, but it just wasn't getting better and just needed more time. But I think and am hopeful that now we're at the point where exercise will be good. Time will tell. Perhaps I'm falling into the trap that has been laid out for me of starting the exercise again too quickly. I don't really know. But as a personal trainer, I need to be working out because that's what I'm training other people to do. And I have to be at a certain strength level. So there's only so long I can take off lifting weights, before I'm really not going to be able to do my job very well. So this is my attempt to start to regain. I'm feeling good. We're coming back at you in just a second with some increase. But we're going to stay at 15. I'm going to try and get a set of 12 to 15 and just kind of lock in with this weight for this week. And then maybe next week we'll try 17 and a halves. Time is on my side. If I increase by 2.5 to 5 pounds every week, it's not going to take, or every other week, it's not going to take me very long to get back to, with the fat grips doing the 30s, 35s, which if I'm doing sets of 12 to 15, that's going to lead to 17, 18-inch arms. So I just got to chill, get really comfortable with each weight range, and really wait longer than I feel like I need to before I increase, which is not the most fun, but I'm okay with it. If it means I'm able to do a workout successfully without aggravating anything, all good. That was 6. Of course, this set feels even better, and now I'm like, man, why didn't I go up? But Those are actually feeling pretty good. I'm actually getting a slight bicep pump, which is very exciting. Feeling good. Make that the goal is next week, try the 17.5s, because I feel like I could do them today. That second set actually felt better, less tension in the neck. But with this approach, when I was trying to recover from the neck injury previously, I would increase my chin-ups 10 pounds every week, which in my mind, I was like, well, yeah, I can do that. It's like, yes, I can, strength-wise, but joint, disc, nerve-wise, wasn't ready for that. So more time than I think I need is the net message here, and that's honestly a lot of times the way it goes with injuries. You know, I've worked with a lot of people with injuries, and I hear a lot of the same things that I'm saying right now, which is I feel ready. I'm ready to get back to the weight that I was doing before. And it's like, unfortunately, how you feel, you can't trust that. You have to take longer than you think you need to, be more cautious than you think you need to be. Depending on your mindset, I think that's a big part of it, and what you're used to doing for training. For the layman, right, for the average person, no negativity meant towards that person, but for the person that does not work out, lifting 30 or 40 pounds is a lot. For somebody that works out, if you're watching this channel, you're probably somebody that works out. For you, you're going to think, well, I want to get back to my 135, my 185 bench press. People that don't work out, that's going to be like, whoa, that's a ton of weight. So for most people, this approach, what I'm doing, is completely normal. For somebody that works out, they're going to be like, that's way too slow. I need to go faster. I need to get back. Like, you got to set all that aside and just try and get back to normal function first, very slowly, and then try and push back to previous weights attained and lifted and whatnot. So that's what I've learned so far from this whole delightful journey. We'll be back. I'm probably going to do another set with the 15s. I'm really tempted to do the 17.5s, but all that positive stuff that I just said about trying to go slow, 15s. All right, so we're going to do preacher curl. I did one set already, 17.5 with the fat grip, obviously, for 15. Nothing really significant in the neck. Nowhere near as significant as after I did front squats, where I got a pretty good headache for about an hour or so. That could have been related to something else. It was hard to tell. Typically, if it's neck related, it shows up in the very back of the occipital area. Throw some terminology at you. Anatomy 101. Thank you, Mrs. Haley. But it was kind of in between the middle and the back, so I don't really know. Either way, it went away within an hour, whereas, you know, previously when I've aggravated my neck, it stayed for like a day or 2 days. So could have been an anomaly. It felt really cool to do front squats with the bar. Big shout out to Holy Basil. Thanks for the support. He said it was kind of like Ronnie Coleman style front squats. I said the only exception is that I actually want to lift heavy weights, but I can't right now. And Ronnie always says, nobody want to lift heavy weights. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. We're going to try and knock out probably 12 of these. And then I'll do some crushers. And these are good. Like, it's not heavy, but I'm working close to the limit with these. Like, it's a decent workout. This is pretty supported, so I feel okay, you know, pushing it a little more. I think that was 7. I want to push my luck today, so I'm just going to do 12 because big PRs today. We're successfully doing 3 sets of the seated curl. You know, that's a normal movement that puts some pressure on the neck. So I want to take the victory there and not F things up by doing too much. I think that was 6. Okay, cool. All right, let me shift you over, and then we're going to do some very light skull crushers, neck supported, and that'll be it. Let me close this low battery notification. Thank you very much. I do not care. All right. there be the crusher setup. Let me knock these out, and then that's it. I know, nothing crazy, but I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Neck supported. Oh, these are kind of flipped. That's fine. Lots of fat grip usage. These things are great. Fat grips, you're trying to get the workout in but not use as much weight, use the fat grips. Don't use them for anything overhead, like don't do what I'm doing right now. Nothing overhead. Typically I'll use them for. It's always just curling or rowing or pull-ups. You know, nothing where something could fall on you, basically. Shaky. I weak. I lost count. I'm going to say that's it. Right. Okay. Cool. Another successful workout. Should I do the new car reveal? I'm getting it back, I think, tomorrow. I had to get some mechanical stuff done just because it's an old car. And then it's going to get like a not paint correction, but just basically polishing on Friday. So it's kind of dull looking right now. I'm running out of time here, so I got to wrap up the workout. Anyway, the goal is to do chest and back tomorrow, but I might play it safe and wait till Friday. Keep that day or two in between. Seems to be working out well. But my arms actually feel kind of pumped up and like I actually did something, which is huge. I am so hopeful that I didn't screw anything up today. I feel good. I'm hopeful. Got to stay positive. And yeah, that's it. Just keep moving forward. You know, do the next thing. Anyway, that's what my wife always says. All right. Till next time.